Let's take a brief tour of the Encyclopedia of Seventh-day Adventists website. Of course, the first thing we'll need to do is get to the website, and that can happen one of two ways. You can simply enter encyclopedia.adventist.org directly into your browser's address bar, or you can, from your favorite search engine, type in Adventist Encyclopedia. Helps if you spell it correctly, and you'll see it pops up as the first entry. Both, of course, take you to the website's home page, and we've designed the site to be uncluttered and simple and easy to get through. And we've done that by limiting the home page to a series of featured articles, which you'll see as you reload the home page or visit the home page. Each time you'll get a fresh set of 5 recommended articles. And we've got a prominent search field and a very simple one-level navigation system. So, how do you get to content within the site? Well, the first and simplest method would be simply to go to your search bar. And let's say, for instance, we wanted to see articles on medical missionaries. And you can see that takes us to our search result page, and you'll see that the search field stays present on every page in the site. Well, we've got 378 results. That's obviously quite a few. We may not want to browse through all of those, so we can limit that by putting quotes in. And what that does is limit the search results to articles that contain the specific phrase medical missionary. You'll see that's limited us to 151 options. Now that's still quite a few, so how could we limit that a little bit further? Well, we could enter more search terms within the search field, or we could use our advanced options and do medical missionary. And then we could limit that result to, for instance, only articles from the North American division and only biographies. And when I click search here, you see that's limited it only to 29 articles, which is a lot easier number to get through. So that's one way to get to our content via the search field. But another way is via the Browse Articles page. Now the Browse Articles page presents all of the articles that are currently in our database in a filterable form. And what filtering means is if you click on the Show Advanced Options tab or link, you'll see we've got a number of settings here we can change that will filter the results to a more limited set. And here at the top, we've got the option to select the number of results we'd like to see per page. And then we can sort it by either title or the division in ascending or descending order. So let's say, for instance, I want to view all biographies, but only biographies where the title starts with the letter B. If I apply that filter, you'll see here we get a result of 95 biographies that start with the letter B. Alternatively, I could enter a specific name or specific text in our title text field. So let's say I want to look for only biographies with the name Blake in it. You'll see here we've got Charlotte Blake or Dr. Lottie Blake. And again, all of these are combinable, which means you can enter multiple filters here to limit your results. And you also see that we've got this View List of Unfinished Articles link here. And what that takes you to is all the articles that are going to be appearing on the website in the future, but have not either completed the authorship process or the editorial process. All right, so let's go back to our Browse page. And actually, let's just use our search field real quick, and we'll take a look at Lottie Blake's story. So we're going to take a look at a specific article page. Now, before we do that, I want to point out here in our search results, we've got this click here to view a list of upcoming articles. That will show whenever there are unfinished or incomplete articles that match your search query or your filter query within the Browse page. And this lets you know that this article is on the way and it's still something that's in process. But again, let's take a look at the actual article page itself. Now, because I've come to this page from the search results, you see I've got a link that takes me back to the search results. And you also see that I've got my search term highlighted. So any terms that I'd entered in the search field would be highlighted in this text, so you see where they appear within the copy. And if they're distracting to you at all, you can simply click this Remove Highlighting link, and they will be cleared away from the interface. Okay, so let's take a look at each element here within the interface of the article page. The first thing you'll notice, and let's clear that highlighting again, the first thing you'll notice is a highlighted author name. If I click on that, you'll be given, or I will see here, the bio for the author of this particular article. If there are multiple authors, each one will be listed here in the bio field. Now here you'll see a list of utilities. Pardon me, that's for rolling over the plus sign there. And each one of these perform a different function. Let's go ahead and start with the bookmark icon. So this is the save option. You'll see here as I hold my cursor over it, I get a little title of what this particular link does. So if I click on the save box, I'm taken to a login page because I'm not currently logged in. And the save option is to save this article for future reference. And in order to do that, of course, we have to save it to a specific account. So you have to set up an account on the page to use that feature. I'm not currently logged in, and to demonstrate, I'm going to go ahead and click this Create Login or Create Account tool, and I'll enter a name here, John Q. Sample. And your email address will be your username. So we're going to enter jqs@gmail.com just as an example, and I'm going to enter a password. And I'm going to click Register. Oh, my passwords do not match. It would help if I typed that in correctly. And here I have been saved as a user. You see there aren't any articles here because I've just created the account. So all I need to do is close this. And then if I come back here and click this again, you will now see this article is saved under my account. And if I go to any additional articles, let's say for instance we went back to our medical missionary search results, and I clicked on this article and clicked save, you will see it appear here in the list in the order of I have saved them. And at any point if you want to remove one, just simply click remove from list. All right, so let's return to our article page. We've covered our save icon. Our next icon here is our citations icon. And what that does is provides you APA, Chicago, and MLA citation formats for this particular article, which you can copy to your clipboard, or you can download as an MS Word file, or you can simply select and copy via your browser. All right, our next option here is PDF. And what PDF does is it generates a PDF file of the article that I was viewing, and you can save this directly from your browser as a PDF file here via the download. Of course, depending on your browser, this interface may look slightly different, but you can save this as a PDF file to your local device and keep it for later use. Then we have our sharing options. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, we've got email, and then we've got print, which does exactly what you think it does. It opens your browser's print option, and you can see we've formatted the articles to be as printer friendly as possible. And then there at the end, here at the end you've got a plus icon which presents you with some additional social sharing options. All right, so within the article itself, there's a couple things to note. You'll see when an article contains additional photography, they're shown here as more photos under the primary photo, and here you can simply click on any of these. You'll be taken to a gallery view, and you can simply scroll through these to view these particular photos. And beneath the photo gallery, we have a related content list. And this will feature additional articles by the same author, or additional articles from the same division, or additional articles from the same category. And you may see additional links here if there are specific articles that relate directly to this article. It's an easy way to cross-reference. And then the rest of the content, of course, is formatted as readably as possible. And at the bottom we have extensive resources and footnotes. And then one quick thing to note here, at the very, very bottom, you'll see we have a footer with some legal terms, and then we have cookie settings. It may be important to you, for instance, if the videos aren't working properly, which we'll be getting to shortly, in which case you can click on this cookie settings and change these preferences to make sure that you're allowing your videos to play. So that is the article interface. Now let's walk through the rest of the content that's on the website that may be of interest to you. So beyond browse articles, we've got a brief message from the editor, from Dr. Trim. And then we've got an about page, which features a very informational video about this project, how it came to be, and from the people who initiated it and organized it, and some interesting information about the background of the website. Then we have an authors list. Now the authors list is quite extensive. You can filter this list by a specific letter. Let's say, for instance, I wanted to jump to the letter D, and then I could look within this and say, for instance, find Lester Devine. If I click on that, I will get the biography of this particular author, and thus I will also get a link to all the articles by this author, which will take you to the browse page that is pre-filtered to this particular author. In this case, you can see Lester has authored 79 articles at the ASDA. He's been a busy man. Next is our editors page. And again, wherever you see a name that is underlined, you can click on that to get biographical information about that individual. And here you'll see all the people who have been involved in the editorial process for the website. Next, we have a videos page, and this is a growing page. We have a lot of videos here, both of historical ESDA stories. We've got interviews. We've got video lists from the Archives, Statistics, and Research Office, This Week in Adventist History, which is also part of their own channel. And you'll see there's a couple different icons here. We've got this icon that looks a bit like a menu. This indicates that this link is a playlist of other videos. And then we've got a normal play icon, which means that, of course, would play a video right away. So let's say, for instance, we went to the interviews list. You can see we've got a number of interviews here with authors from the ESDA project. And if you click on any of these particular videos, you'll be taken, of course, directly to the video of that particular interview. And you'll still see the rest of the interviews present here on that playlist. And then we can return to all videos here by the link at the top. So we'll be adding videos as we go, so make sure you check back on that regularly. Next, we have a Get Involved page. Now, this is a lot of extensive documentation for anyone interested in contributing to the ASDA project. You have guidelines for writers, guidelines for particular article types. So you're welcome to download these and review them. And then you can get in touch if you'd like to contribute. Here we've got a direct email link. And we've got here again the click to view the list of unfinished articles, which would give you an idea of some of the people or some of the entities we need articles submitted for. Next, we have a contact page, which is a very simple form to just reach out to us if you have anything to say about the website or if you're interested in contributing and would like more information. And here we have a FAQ about Adventists, very simple question and answer page for those who maybe aren't as familiar with Adventism who are coming to the site for the first time. We've got a series of useful links. We'll take you to other really useful resources around the internet and links to our partners on this project. And then a very brief list of abbreviations for divisions, etc., which will be added to as necessary. That covers the majority of the features of the ASDA website. We hope that helps you make the most of this amazing resource. Thanks for watching.